Good evening. My name is Rochelle Crump, and I'm president and founder of the National Women Veterans United. And also assisting us is Letty Butler. She's on the phone, and she'll be waiting for you to call in and ask your questions this evening. And we want to thank everyone for your continuing support of CAN TV. That's the Cable Access Network. Your calling number is going to be 312-738-1060. And tonight we're talking about the National Women Veterans United and other women veteran issues and issues that are meaningful to so many of us as we have served our country, honorably discharged, and also we are assisting our other comrades who still stand on the front line. So again, National Women Veterans United, Rochelle Crump. And we have a lot of information to share with you. One of the things that we share with is that we opened the only military women veteran center in the state of Illinois. For those of you who are just tuning in and who've never ever watched the CAN TV, we're on every Thursday, the third Thursday of every month, here to tell you about the National Women Veterans United, and veterans issues and comments and information are welcomed. So today we're going to talk about some of the things that the National Women Veterans United are doing at the only military women veterans center in Illinois, which is located at 8620 South Pulaski Road in Chicago, Illinois, lower level. We moved there on August the 1st. We actually expanded our facilities so that we can do more initiatives and goals that we had in mind for military women veterans as they come home and transition into the community, as well as those who have been in the community for some time, such as myself, and who still are very passionate and concerned about the well-being of military women veterans, male and female, but our primary interests are women veterans. So we're really looking at our older women veterans, such as myself, as we transition and need more health care, need more services. Of course, one of the things is always navigating through bureaucracy. So that is one of the main goals of the National Women Veterans United. And we're just delighted, to be able to help so many women veterans who have been in contact with us, who continue to follow some of the things that we do at our center, where we do peer-to-peer support, health and fitness initiatives, financial literacy, emergency services, case management. We have a computer lab, we have a meditation room, and we also have a kiddie corner. And that's important. A lot of times we think that it's easy to get child care, where it's not so easy if in fact you're just transitioning and you're looking for something safe, you're looking for something that you can afford, and we think the YWCA, who has a program that assists military women veterans or veterans in general that have children. They're one of the few that have services for women and men who have children as they go to employment, go to search and seek for employment, and those who are making medical appointments and things of that nature. So we're doing a lot of advocacy for women veterans, and some of the things that we're concerned about, of course, this is October. We just left September. And it's great that we can have these initiatives month by month, titled after, meaningful things of life, such as this is breast cancer awareness in October, and we just left September, which was suicide awareness, But these things are prevalent month to month, and we don't want to forget that. We don't want to just have awareness issues on the first, day of a month. We want to make sure that it is something that is carried on every day. We should be thinking about how we can do something better, how we can help initiate, more support, more resources, studies, research. So all of these things are important to our everyday lives. So one of the things that we're going to have this weekend is our breast cancer awareness. Pretty much we'll have breast cancer awareness, strength of survivors, and we'll be recognizing members of the veteran auxiliary posts, because a lot of times we take for granted that, they're to help us as veterans, but they too have issues, and sometimes they put their own issues behind to care for either a spouse or a relative, that they care for, and or that they may be even the guardian of. So kudos to the veteran auxiliary posts, those women, and they are now accepting men into the auxiliary also, just as we've been mouthing out about, what, when you say women veterans, they always think that for support is only men and their spouses. Well, women have spouses also, and so, that should be available to them. I don't know about them. I don't know if I would want my husband in an auxiliary with all them women, but, no, I'm just kidding. But, it is a great opportunity for them to even understand what you're going through, and the kind of support that you need if, in fact, they are not aware of those needs. So, Saturday, breast cancer awareness, strength of survivors, recognition of the veteran auxiliary post. It's a peer-to-peer support brunch, and it's Saturday, October the 19th. At the National Women Veterans United from 11 to 1 o'clock at the Sergeant Simone A. Robinson Military Women Veterans Center. We're now located at 8620 South Pulaski in the lower level in Chicago. We'd like for you to RSVP to nwvu.org at gmail.com. We would also like for you to call, if you don't have email access, to 872-731-2150. So we're going to need your support. There's still a few seats available, and you can still call and make a RSVP for participation. So we look forward to, anyone who is concerned or need information about breast cancer awareness. We have a medical doctor that will be talking about those issues, and we give kudos to Commissioner Deere, who basically had an event today for women's health care services at the Cook County Professional Business. So kudos to Commissioner Deere, who held an event today, and it was a great event with a lot of information, including a lot of information about breast cancer awareness. So again, we don't want to just do these things on a monthly basis. We want to do them, or annual basis. We want to do them all the time, and that is what the National Women Veterans United is, striving to do, to make sure that we can do those things. So one of the other things that's going on is the YWCA, is hosting a veterans event. And I'm sorry, I don't have the flyer information with me, but it's November the 2nd, and it's going to be held not at their facility, but at another facility. But just Google them, the YWCA, the one that's on Stony Island, and you will find that information. It is for women veterans as well. And if you'd like, it'll be on our website, the National Women Veterans United website, because they just sent a new flyer. So they'll have that up on our website probably tomorrow or the day after. So just check back. In fact, we encourage you to check our website often, because we have a wealth of information there. We also have some of the information of things that we do for our facility as well, such as we had the plant-based nutrition movement, healthy cooking, healthy eating classes. We held them 2 days in the month of October, and it was a great event. Thank you to those women veterans who came out basically to learn how to cook more healthier, understanding how to cut up vegetables the right way, using a lot of plant-based nutritional vegetables and fruit to make it very good, very light, and it was just wonderful. It was just simply wonderful. So, we look forward to being able to continue that. We thank our supporters, the Veterans Support Foundation in California, who is helping to sponsor some of our events. as well as the information that we're putting out for military women veterans. And then we also thank the Trinka Davis Foundation. Saturday, we named our boardroom after Trinka Davis. And Trinka Davis was from Birmingham, Alabama. She had Southern roots, and she was very concerned about veterans, and she read to the impaired, sight impaired. She helped a lot of veterans, and she passed before she even lived out her monumental dream, but her foundation knew exactly what it was that she wanted done, and they carried it out because she had blueprints of it. So, and what she did was they donated $2 million to the project. They built in Carrollton, Alabama, Georgia, Carrollton, Georgia. Carrollton, Georgia, a veterans clinic, and also a residential housing project right close with it. And it is just wonderful. It's beautiful. You know, you can look it up, Google it, and see. If you have any questions or concerns and you want to give us a call, give us a call at 312-738-1060. If you have a call, you have a comment, or you want to give a shout out, or you want to find out more information about our breast cancer awareness project. We're also doing rheumatoid arthritis, sclerosis, arthritis as well. We have funding to be able to provide the general public of veterans and their families information about those things. You know, as you get older, not even if you get older, because if you've had some injuries while you were young, you may wind up with arthritis in your leg or your arms, or, you know, someplace that will have you immobile at some point, you know, because weather changes, cold weather changes it. So, again, we ask you to, you know, look at what's going on. Excuse me. So here we're going to be doing the Women's Business Development Center Entrepreneur, or Fempreneur. That's fem, like females, for entrepreneurs. A book camp series. There's going to be a 5-week cohort program at our Military Women Veterans Center, located at 8620 South Pulaski. It will be every Friday beginning October the 25th to November the 22nd. It'll be from 10 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. Excuse me. And we look forward to it. If you are looking for more information about entrepreneurship or starting your own business, or you're a female veteran or a daughter or spouse of a veteran, you also can participate. You're invited to participate. And you're going to learn a lot of more development in areas of why the mission and vision of your business, thought, or project. Maybe you have a plan already. Understanding the market research, into identifying your target market, marketing strategies, determining your costs, planning your operations, and then finally managing your business, because you don't want to start a business and then have to close. And so one of the experts will be Dr. McKeever Butler. She's also an Air Force veteran. I shouldn't say also, because you may think I'm Air Force, and I'm not. I'm a proud Army veteran. But she is an Air Force veteran, and she's also the Associate Director, Veterans Program and Project TAC with the Women's Business Development Center. And her role is to work with the veterans and active military, reserve, and National Guard, and military spouses to provide them education and information and resources to operate a veteran's business or a successful business. And then she also leads the Veterans Business Service Center, where she provides counseling and training. And she's a business owner herself. She has a couple of businesses, as a matter of fact. And she still finds time to mentor youth, like the National Women Veterans United. We have our Gold Star daughter that we mentor. Gold Star daughter is the daughter of Sergeant Simone Robinson, who passed as a result of her injuries sustained in Afghanistan. And we named our center after her because it was long overdue that we recognized a young lady who was 21 years old, who had a daughter, and all she wanted to do was take care of her child and provide the best for her child. Again, she was 21 years old. And, she didn't make it home. So her daughter was 2 years old at that time. She's 12 now. And it's just a joy to have her with us, sometimes where she can, listen to some of the things that we do and know that we're doing all this so that her mom's death was not in vain. And these are some of the things that we need to do, is always remember those families who lost a loved one. So if you'd like to call in, give us a call. If you have a comment, you want more information, call us at 312-738-1060 so we can tell you more about some of the things that we do. And we're very proud of that center. We're very proud of the fact that we have made it available to those who may not necessarily fit in elsewhere in other organizations, your national organizations. We're not a chartered organization, but certainly we are working on having that charter because we have voices, and those voices need to be at the table as we talk about women veterans issues and those women who are still serving on the front line, the issues that they have. Military sexual trauma is not a secret anymore. It is out. It is broad. It needs to still be perfected because it is still going on. The last commandant informed the general public that there was a 20% increase in military sexual trauma, or military sexual assaults, I should say, in the Marine Corps. And so others have also their statistics, and you can find those statistics on the Department of Defense under those titles of the harassment and also the assaults of military behavior. We call it behavior. And some of the things that we keep pushing for is to make sure that when those perpetrators are identified and they are charged, that they also come home, whatever home or state it is that they desire to be in, that they are registered as sex offenders. Now, I haven't seen that happen yet. We're still pushing the envelope on that, and you need to call your legislators, your congressional representatives, and let you know that you're concerned about that issue, and that you want to make sure that they also know that they should be put on sexual predator lists, so that no matter where they go, they will be identified and cannot hurt others. And, there's a lot going on with benefit claims that are subject to not being awarded to women who have been sexually harassed and or assaulted in the military because they may have post-traumatic stress disorder. And if you have ever filed a claim for that and you were denied, you should refile your claim, because one of the things that the Inspector General's office found was that the VA still has not gotten it right. They've denied a lot of those claims that were not appropriate. And so, we put that out to women veterans to let them know if you had harassment and or you were assaulted while in the military, that you would pursue, that you have to advocate for yourself, and also there are advocates out here to help you. If in fact that happened to you and you have never filed a claim, it is never too late to file a claim. If you want advocates to accompany you when you go to make your claim and hold your hand or stand by you to encourage you, and also to make sure that the VA is going to get it right by us letting you talk with an accredited service officer, you can call us at 872-731-2150, and I'll show that number again before we leave the air. But if you have something you'd like to give us information, comments, and or ask a question, please give us a call at 312-738 1060. So we're very passionate about that issue. We're very passionate about making sure that women veterans are among those who are being, taken care of for the issues or concerns that they had while they served this country. We cannot forget that every time a woman comes home, she's starting her life all over again, because as we all know, there's military family and then there's an at-home family, and a lot of times they don't necessarily have the same perspective of interest of what they did in the military. And so we want to make sure that they know that women veterans are heroes too. We stand on that principle, and so we want to treat them as such. There's no parades a lot of times, but what we do is we make sure that they are acknowledged one way or the other, either through our organization or some other avenue that will make mention of the service, where they served, and what they did. Because you have silent heroes in the community all the time. And I said, don't ask if we served, ask us where we served. That would be an appropriate question, because a lot of times you assume that military women veterans did not serve. A lot of times you forget that there were women who were serving in Vietnam or the Korean War, and those who served in Iraq and Afghanistan and other campaigns and missions that they were on that weren't necessarily noted as a war or part of the war. So, anytime you're serving in a strange country in which you knew nothing about until you studied it, there's some possibilities there of certain things that happen and certain things that you just have not shared. And we encourage you to advocate for yourself, advocate for someone else who does not have a voice, who you may be a stronger advocate for. Or remember that the National Women Veterans United is advocacy. That's what we do, advocacy, action, and accomplishments. And most of all, making sure that we are not left out of history and that our history is preserved. Every veteran, where they were served during peacetime, wartime, you are still a hero. We thank you for your service and be proud of your service. And it's not always, oh, I only served. Yes, I did serve. So that's the new language that we want to hear women saying, yes, I did serve. So I'm going to run that to you right quick, because we're almost out of time. And basically, we want to remind you, if you'd like to attend the Breast Cancer Awareness Brunch, it is located at 8620 South Pulaski Avenue, Saturday, October the 19th. That's this Saturday. It's a brunch, and we're going to have lots of information for you. Please don't hesitate to give us a call at 872-731-2150, or you can contact us via email at nwvu.org@gmail.com. If in fact you're interested in business or entrepreneurship, you say, what's the difference? Well, you just might want to do something on a smaller scale, and you may just want to have a license for maybe even selling housewares or clothing or something to that fact. Well, that takes you into entrepreneurship. So if you're interested in any of that, our 5-week course starts on October the 25th. That's every Friday from October the 25th to November the 22nd, 10 a.m., 1:30 p.m. And again, it's at the Sergeant Simone A. Robinson Military Women Veterans Center, located 8620 South Pulaski, Chicago, Illinois. And you can call us also to register, or you can register online. You can go to the Fempreneur Boot Camp, and it should come up. And then lastly, one of the things that we will be doing, because we have a lot of women that come from Indiana who actually receive services for health care in Chicago, the National Women Veterans United will be doing a peer-to-peer support brunch for them on Saturday, November the 23rd. And we'll get that information out to you again in early November. But the business boot camp, entrepreneurship, please, if you would like to come, just come, and or we prefer that you register, because we do provide lunch during that time also. That's the same thing with the brunch. We hate spending useless money on getting, things that we like to give away, to make sure that you actually have, something that you can take home with you, information and things like that. We thank you so much for watching CAN TV. Keep watching CAN TV because there's some other issues on here that are very useful and helpful, and they all, can help you in your daily lives, as well as if it's not for you, it's got to be for somebody else. So remember, National Women Veterans United, we're located at the Sergeant Simone Robinson Center at 8620 South Pulaski Road in Chicago, Illinois. It's been a pleasure serving you tonight, talking about the National Women Veterans United and military women veterans. God bless you and God bless America.